singing. Well, it started off as a bet in a pub, really. I kept saying I'd get up on stage and sing with a band, and a few of the guys said, well, if you do, we'll buy all the booze. You know, so I said, OK, that's a deal. And every time this occurred, I kept sort of losing my nerve. I thought, no, I can't do it. It's only because one of my other mates who'd never sung before got up on stage and done a song with this band. I thought, well, if he can do it, I can. So I got up, I was shaking like a leaf, and I got sort of done the song. It's Blue Suede Shoes, I think it was, funny enough. And like from there, I met people in other bands, and I just kept jumping up with different bands on stage. So we went from there. You know, eventually I formed my own band. I'm gonna take a trip on a rocket ship. I'm gonna blast out of here right now. Together with my dog, I'm gonna have a ball on the backside of the world. I'm gonna build a shack and coming back to a place I came from. Where it's just like this, you see the hit on this, I'll have a hot time on the soul. I don't want to know about politics, but there are other people who sort of try and move in on it, saying, oh, well, it's a political view of it, you know. Well, the thing is, I don't want any trouble from one side or the other. I'm sort of like trying to stay neutral and be friends with both parties or whatever parties are going. I just regard the flag and that as the music that's come from the south. It's a good time. People have fun, not politics. There's enough trouble without that.
You really want to see her go when she rocks. It's so frightening. You see them watching north wind blow into a quad boy like me. Well, it's just like this into a hurricane.
My name's Boogie Dell, and I run a record store in Wembley. I remember last summer, '78, we had a trip down to Margate. I think it was 3 coaches. Teds, Rebels, and all the general sort of Herberts.
When we go to a party, it doesn't take very long. Oh, she shows everybody just how to have a real ding dong. They'll stand and they wonder where they
We have 2 or 3 trips a year. I think the one before that was Brighton, and the one before that was Southsea, all very successful. Basically, they all go down, go in the fun fairs, take music down with them, cassettes and things like this, you know, bopping on the beach. A lot of unmentionable things on the coach going down, but when they get there, normally they head straight for the pubs, you know, or you know, throwing people in the sea, you know, the usual sort of thing.
You see them watching north wind blow into a quiet boy like me. Well, it's keep on control. Just like dancing with a hurricane, all around the floor and back again.
And it just suddenly come on in the past sort of year, you know, this rebel idea that used to be just Teddy Boys and rockers. Never used to be rockabilly rebels or any of this, you know. Rockabilly came from the southern states of America, and so they just distinguished the southern sound with the Confederate flag.
In the rock and roll scene, you get a lot of children do follow their parents because they love rock and roll. It's really amazing because you always hear about the fact that children like to rebel against their parents, but in the rock and roll thing, it's just so different And it's so nice as well because it means that there's a real bond of unity. And it seems strange in a way that the unity that brings parents and children together should be a style of music. Rock and roll isn't just the love of the music or the clothes or the style of dancing. It's a whole attitude to life.
You better beware and you better take care when we hit the town tonight. Kick away the blues, no time to lose, honey, we can make it right. Pretty little thing, yeah, your heart will sing, fill it up with pure delight. And the supercharged from the gas garage, it's explode like dynamite. We are the midnight dynamos, only come alive when the old moon shows. We are the midnight, we are the midnight, midnight dynamos. We are the midnight dynamos, baby, get a load of fancy clothes. We are the midnight, we are the midnight, midnight dynamos. So hurry on down, pretty mama, we're bound, now we're ready, set to go. You never bring a lot to the fancy jive, don't you ever tell me no. Come away, hear the hot band play, all they always steal the show. On the way you out, make you jump and shout, you won't have time to play. We are the midnight dynamos, only come alive when the old moon shows. We are the midnight, we are the midnight, midnight dynamos. We are the midnight dynamos, baby, get a load of fancy clothes. We are the midnight, we are the midnight, midnight dynamos. Any place we're cruising, people know what's wrong by one. Ready back for action, fun for all and all for fun. You better beware and you better take care when we hit the town tonight. Kick away the blues, no time to lose, honey, we can make it right. Pretty little thing, now your heart will sing, fill it up with pure delight. In a supercharged from the gas garage, explode like dynamite. We are the midnight dynamos, only come alive when the old moon shows. We are the midnight, we are the midnight, midnight dynamos. We are the midnight dynamos, baby, get a load of fancy clothes. We are the midnight, we are the midnight, midnight dynamos. We are the midnight dynamos, only come alive when the old moon shows. We are the midnight, we are the midnight, midnight dynamos. We are the midnight dynamos, baby, get a load of fancy clothes. We are the midnight, we are the midnight, midnight dynamos. You're the midnight dynamos. You're the midnight dynamos. You're the midnight dynamos.
Playing the oldies, National Radio.
Just love that music. The wonderful world of rock and roll. And rock and roll really does have its dedicated fans. Take, for instance, this bunch of guys. Martin, Rockin' Roy, Dixie, Boppin' Brian, Crew Cut Colin, and all the rockabilly rebels who follow Matchbox around wherever they go. The least we can do is to play those guys a record. So, a Matchbox record it is from their hit album of the same name, Matchbox. This is Poor Boy.
Broken, lonely in Kansas, baby said goodbye. When I found her in New Orleans, said give me one more try. I'm not a poor boy. Oh no. I'm not a poor boy. Oh no. I'm not a poor boy. Oh no. No, I'm not a poor boy. All the time I had money, she was at my side. We can have those times again, don't you run away or hide. I'm not a poor boy. Oh no. I'm not a poor boy. I'm not a poor boy. No, I'm not a.
It's really a funny thing because a lot of people ask me where rockabilly came from, and it's quite an old music. It kicked off in the early 50s with the roots of Hank Williams. In fact, if Hank Williams had even lived a bit longer, it might have started that much earlier. But of course, Elvis, by 1954, kicked the whole thing off, and then it erupted for about 18 months as a commercial proposition. And then rock and roll took it into its mainstream, and it sort of dissolved, for about 15 years or so it dissolved. And then along came these British bands with a view to recreating, if you like, the original Sun sound, and it was a mere springboard to new songs coming along. Steve Bloomfield of Matchbox was writing great stuff and using the old style sun-slapping bass and so on. And it became a new proposition entirely. And by 1980, we're into an era of a second generation of rockabilly fans, if you like.
Wish I had a picture of that look on your face when you saw me walking up to you in your place. Just when you were thinking I was forever gone, I came in from nowhere like a wind on a storm.
So why rockabilly in 1980? Well, really, we've gone through the whole pattern of eras. We've gone through heavy metal, acid rock, we've gone through glitter rock, and all the things that evolved in the 70s, so much that things got stale, and it was inevitable, I suppose, that we would go back to the roots and find that lovely rawness that is such a broadness that everybody can enjoy. And, of course, with rockabilly, you haven't just got a great music with a boffin beat. You've got all the factions that go with it, the clothes, the hairstyles, the image. It's all part and parcel of it. And the average guy in the street, no matter how old he is, can get involved and instantly create himself an identity. Therefore, all of a sudden, you get last year's punks and so on getting interested in rockabilly all of a sudden, and skinheads and who knows what, because the music has got such a broad base and everybody can enjoy it.
I'm not
Thanks very much, everybody. It's nice to be back here at the Royalty. Nice to know we're still welcome here. Well, as it is, we've had a hit record. We've had a couple of hits, actually. We'd like to do that first hit right now, written by Steve Bloomfield, about a lot of people that come down here. Here we go. Join in with us, Rockabilly Rebel.
Things are crazy. It's a real rock and rhythm that's sweeping all over this land. I'm a rockabilly rebel from head to toe. I gotta keep a rocking everywhere I go. Everybody join us for good company. Be a real cool cat, be a rockabilly rebel like me. Don't know